Yes, welcome to Piran Films. Here we are at Blaze Park, wet and miserable at the moment, but we're hoping for some sparkling football out there on the pitch. Today we're lucky enough to have Steve Massey summarising for us, and he was at Lancashire's game last week when they knocked Liverpool FA out of the competition 4-2. And Steve, just give us a little bit of info about the opposition, please.
Well, Lancashire, perhaps the scoreline flattered them in the end, but I have to say that of the two sides that were on view, I think that from a Cornwall point of view, from our point of view, I think it's the better team to be playing. Liverpool had far superior individual technical players, but Lancashire played well as a team and really, to be honest, rode their luck a lot. And I say the scoreline perhaps flattered them. I think the guys take their chances today, which we will get chances today, and we're nice and tight at the back, and we just keep hold of the guy, the 10. He's a real threat. I can see us winning by at least two goals.
All the action will come later.
Well, the whole procedure from start to finish was not only very easy but also extremely enjoyable. I was a bit apprehensive before we began, but Mark immediately put me at my ease, and he was very professional and frankly came across as being very genuinely interested in my life. Okay, that's right, November the 5th, Western Morning was November the 3rd was the actual day of the match. This was the Monday, Western Morning, 1962. And with the filming on location and the selecting of old photos and so on, I quickly found myself not just reliving old memories, but actually recalling things I'd long since forgotten. And I can see the bride's face now very, very clearly still. I would have been about 4 or 5 at the time, I suppose. As for the end product, well, what can I say? I can't remember when I last received something of such immense value. It's no exaggeration that the whole experience has been genuinely very moving and certainly worth every penny. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Cool, with possession again, Webber. That could be an interesting pass towards Bucket. He's caught by the keeper, but he's outside the box. Now, yellow card is immediately out of the pocket, and no doubt that it was a foul, and Bucket is perhaps feeling the effects of that, but up and fit and raring to take this free kick. Well, I think he's got Buchan on number 9. Turner with the left foot is the other choice. Buchan with a kick. That's in. That is in from where we were sitting. It was always going to be a goal. That's 8 minutes on the clock. Buchan gives Cornwall the lead.
Well, we had the best view of that. Superb, and probably from the camera angle as well. That you could see the bend. He bent it superbly well, and as soon as it left his foot, it's in. It's a goal. A great start.
Still the Blues in possession. Woodhead taking on Roberts, gets a shot in. Good effort. Walker taking on Gray, gets the ball back, and New Atkins was there. Atkins on goal, surely he's running, he's there, he's scoring! Walker knocked it through to Atkins, he went for a goal, no one challenged him, 2-0 Cornwall.
Great goal again. People running at people, taking people on. Defenders don't like it, particularly with the pitch the way it is today. Great finish. I'm screaming there as he's going, looking back at my old position. Get in the box. Seeing if he brings you down there. Great strike into the box. Great strike. 2-0.
Just on about the half-hour mark as play resumes. Hamley to Webber, then to Haywood. Walker flicks it inside, not knowing that anyone was there to pick up that pass as Hamley's called out on the bounce. Cross. Well, it's a square ball by Whitehead, and Drury just falling backwards as he had the effort on goal. Interesting shot there from Cornwall's manager Glenn Hooper to Ollie Walker to get in the game. Number 11 for Cornwall. We haven't really seen too much from him as he's on the other side of the pitch to Penrose. Oh, he's challenged by the number 14, Callum Dawson. And he points to the spot now. Success here could be crucial. Elston striker. No. number 9, already got 1 goal. Wisser is doing the actions on the goal line. And Cooper goes the wrong direction. Buchan with a penalty spot. Cornwall 3-0 up.
Yeah, very impressed again. Everything about him says he stood there and he was just like, I'm not going to miss, I'm not going to miss. And huge confidence sticking around him, and he did. It's nothing more than Cornwall's deserved. It's been an excellent performance from what I saw. It can be a dangerous side, this Lancashire side, and at the moment we've bossed them, we've beat them in possession-wise, and we've looked more up for it. Absolutely.
Lancashire recent winners in this competition, so this would be, I know it's only or not even half time yet, so don't want to count our chickens, but Turner with his free kick, chipped into the penalty area, and Atkins hits the bar with a tremendous shot, which just an inch too high, but what a way that would have been the finish. But we've still got to be happy, Steve. It's Cornwall 3, Lancashire 0 at half time.
Excellent. I mean, I'm sure as the Cornwall management are walking in now, we said to them there'd be 3 up at half time, they would have just snapped your hand off for that. And to be fair, they fully deserved it. Very impressed with Penrose, who unfortunately has had to go off. Walker on wide on the other flanks, and it looks very secure at the back at the moment. I have to say the boys have been really up for it, fully deserved the 3-0 lead.
Tyler Oliver for Cornwall. Missed out on the last game, but replacing Cameron Turner. But it's going to be straight back down their throats again, I think. Billington turns, goes at goal, challenged by Oliver, but which to me looked a fair challenge, but the shot went in.
You'd argue it from both sides, isn't it? If you were Lancashire other coach, I thought it was really soft and harsh to start with. Then Lancashire could say they were a little unfortunate. Should he just held his whistle, or maybe, but he'd be a ref.
I think your brother enjoyed it. They need to get something on the score sheet soon if they're going to make a tie of this. Kick comes in, hits the top of the bar. Gwilym got a touch to it.
Yeah, good save. It's conscious because I know the boy could hit a ball. So last the other game, screamer. Good save. You just can't get out of not even our half. You can't get out of our box at the moment now for the last third. But to be fair, you can see Glenn's got them well organised. They've been defending well. They shuttled across. They kept the shape. It's been defending very well.
Good corner. Billington's header cleared off the line by, I think, probably Haywood. Is that the turning of this half? Is the strength of Tyler Oliver earns himself a free kick. Good ball by Oliver there to Atkins, comes inside, finds Otto. Oh, what sort of a challenge was that by the number 12, Alex Richardson. Otto looked up but didn't have a chance to do anything, brought down.
I think the chance had actually gone from him really, and so it actually helped him out where he came like an exit missile. Maybe the conditions didn't help holding his footing, and he's come straight through. But a great chance now to really put the game to bed.
And a great chance of a hat-trick for Matty Buchan. 1 free kick, 1 penalty so far. And straight down the middle.
The same place again, wasn't it? Yeah. Again, bags of confidence in his run up there, and then holds it down again. His whole body language, everything said, "I'm going to score. I'm scoring." But, against the run of play in this half, you have to say. But that's signs of a good side.
Surely that's put this tie to bed. Buchan. I haven't seen too much of Matty Buchan today, unfortunately. I would have liked to have seen what we thought of him. He's playing for Helston in South West Peninsula League Premier. He's getting the odd goal there. Bit of pace about him, a lot of strength, but not really been given too much freedom this afternoon. It's Lancashire coming forward again. Billington brushes Hamley out, and that is the way to reply. Cameron Dawson, 4-1.
Well, on things like that, the games do change, and excellent strike. The keeper being back at maybe his feet just didn't quite move as quickly as they should have done to get the height. Yep, just a little reminder to the Cornish boys.
It's Lancashire in possession again. That was a hopeful ball forward, which Cornwall were able to defend. Now this is going to be a crunching tackle. That was a tremendous tackle by both number 12s. Alex Richardson for Lancashire, Tyler Oliver for Cornwall. You don't see many of those these days, but and then it's a soft free kick given away by Haywood.
I tell you, I feel sorry for the ball. I tell you what. That the ball was been absolutely terrified because there were two committee players. It was great to see. Both genuinely went for it. Great tackles. A bit sloppy, just stick it in behind, particularly in these conditions, and this length of time to go.
Dawson with the corner. This time it is met by a blue shirt. It's a goal. It's the number 12, I think, Alex Richardson with that header. Challenge there, which. Too easy. 4-2 now. And Lancashire just feel they might just be able to get back into this game. 4 second-half goals against Liverpool. Can they do it again today? And moving forward, Harrison, good ball through to Buchan. Buchan running on down onto the Lancashire goal, and there it goes. That is the reply you want. Matty Buchan with his 4th goal of the game makes it 5-2. Surely we're into the next round now.
I think so. You can look, just see the body language of the Lancashire players who've given it everything the second half on the haunches now. But great composure and finish from the boy Buchan, who's been really, really impressive this afternoon. And I think just get that ball in between the centre backs and the full backs, and we're causing problems all day. Great finish, and I would think that. That's us in the next round. Dare I say that now?
So 5-2 into added on time. Whitehead with a free kick, headed out by Flack, and that is the last piece of action. Brilliant third round tie here at Blaze Park. Wet and muggy, but on the pitch we've got that sparkling performance. Steve Massey, sum it up.
Great performance by Cornwall, fully really deserved, but that's a great credit to both sides in really terrible conditions at time. The pitch not looking the best for football, but Cornwall and the front two very, very impressive, fully deserved it, and here into the next round.
We've got Kenny manager Glenn Hooper and the young man who scored how many goals today, Matt?
4.
Matt Buchan with 4 goals. First of all, Matt, that free kick to start the proceedings off, tremendous curler.
Well, it was Ed Harrison, really. I was going to go over the wall, but Ed goes, pin it to the keeper, end keeper's side, so I thought, I'll have a go.
And then, of course, the second one from the penalty spot. Any nerves before you had to take it? Because there's a little bit of a hold up, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah, it's agonising. I had to wait ages for Josh. I don't know how he is, and Clinchy, but yeah, keeper was getting in my head a bit. But yeah, I changed my mind last second, so I always go right. I've never gone left in my life. But last second, I saw him little dip his shoulder, so I put it the other way.
As a striker, Glenn Hooper would surely have told you, don't change your mind.
Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't listen, and no, you don't change your mind. But I've got to say, I can roll back the years, and my last goal here was in that one there with a penalty, and I changed my mind at the last moment, and it bobbled in a bit like his did today.
Bobbled in, but let's move on. We won't hold that. You went in half-time, 3-0 up. What did the manager say to you guys?
Well, it's more just we've done the hard work. Now we just got to be solid, hold it out, be big and strong, because these are tough. Lancashire have always been known for their physicality, so we just need to hold out, which I thought we did quite well.
You went on to get another penalty?
Yeah, through Josh Otto, I believe.
I have to say that challenge came out of nowhere, really. No need to
Yeah.
tackle Josh.
Getting away from goal a bit.
And that one went straight down the middle, didn't it, that penalty?
Yeah, not meaningful, but...
But under a bit of pressure, Lancashire came back. Glyn, when it came back to 4-2, were there any thoughts that, oh dear?
Yeah, of course. They were the better side second half. I thought the side they finished with was a very, very strong side. The 4 and 8 dominated second half against us. Putting another player up front really helped them as well. The 9 played well, I thought, for him today. Held the ball up and he had that little bit of support. So at 4-2, to get that 5th one, I think you'll see from the reaction from everyone on the bench, it was an important goal, because I think there was about 13 minutes left, roughly, when we did get that 5th. So yeah, the nerves were there, because it was a big occasion for the lads.
But you changed it around slightly before that 5th, didn't you? You brought off Jack Webber and, well, you made a host of changes. Yeah,
just Cam Turner needed to come off due to just coming back from injury, and we knew he couldn't probably play 90. Tyler Oliver just come back as well from injury, so between those two we had to manage it. And Jack's had a fabulous few months. Last 32 in the country at the national side, and today I said to him, go out there and show everyone that's what you're about. And perhaps today wasn't his day, and I wanted him to work through it. And I just felt we needed an old head in there to finish it, in Ed Harrison, who play him at right back, play him at centre half, play him at centre mid, does a job. And Ollie got a little bit frustrated out here on the left. The right back got the measure of him a little, so I thought swap that over, bring Alfie Flack on to just shore up that left side, and we managed to get this fella away, and right behind it, and opened his body up in a great finish into the bottom corner, to seal a pretty famous win against a real big gun of this competition.
Seal a good win, but plenty of relief with that 5th goal. But I must admit, you put it away with class.
Well, it was Ed that put me through, actually. And I had the centre back on my heels, so I thought I'd just get a shot away, hit the target, and I might have a chance. So I saw the little gap on the far post, took it and went in. It's buzzing.
But it must be nice to have scored a proper goal and not a free kick or a penalty, surely.
Well, I'll take him as a goal. Goal's a goal, isn't it?
But Glyn, you said a massive victory. I mean, how important does this win mean to you and the lads and the county?
Well, I said at the beginning of the year that I thought this was a really talented group of boys. Talent is one thing, but it's then recognising it through the way you play. And to be able to turn Lancashire over comprehensively in the end with the scoreline shows that they are a bunch of players with huge potential still. And that, I think, is the importance of it today, is fulfilling that potential, and they can go on again in their football pathway, and we keep talking to them about their pathway and where they're going with their football, and keep challenging themselves to play at the very best level. And this today was another challenge, a level above Gloucestershire, and now we'll come up against either Essex or Sussex in the next round. If it's Sussex, they beat Somerset 3-1. We know we went to Somerset and lost 1-0. It's a home tie, quarter-final of a national competition, I believe, and that's the fulfilment, is recognising potential and delivering it.
And one final word, the one defeat this season, I think, was one game where Jamie Day didn't do the warm-up. Is that correct?
It is, and it's about the package. It's about all of it. And Jamie Day, just outclasses Yenzi in the warm-ups every single time. But I've got to say a big thank you to the fellow who stood in behind Mark here today, and that's Steve Massey, who made the trip across to watch Lancashire and Liverpool. Sent me a brilliant match report, individual breakdown. All of the players had a copy of that today before the game. As another one of my messages is, don't just play the game, think the game. And I asked them to read it, digest it, look at where their strengths and weaknesses were, look at where the individual strengths and weaknesses were, and see if they could capitalise on it. The centre half not being the quickest, we capitalised. Making sure we were strong from set piece for 95% of the time we were good at. So it's those little small margins that often determine a match. And reading through it gave me a picture of what they would be like and how they would play. And in that first half an hour, we're 3-0 up. Because we didn't need to wait. They set up as they finished against Liverpool, so we knew exactly what we were up against, and the boys executed. So big thanks to Steve Mass.
Team effort, and one good thing as well, the next tie's home, so we won't have to wait for Matt missing the bus again, will we?
No, and actually, fair play to him. He got here last night because they unlocked the changing room for him. He slept in the changing room to make sure he didn't miss his lift this morning. So well done, Matty. You did listen to me to come here a little bit early.
And one final word, we must say that Steve Massey scored one short of 100 goals in the Football League, so he knows what he's talking about with strikers. He did give you the Man of the Match award. Unfortunately, the magnum of champagne is left at home.
It's a joke, isn't it? An absolute joke. Right, I'm going to have to go to Beehive. Beehive in Elston. So.
Right. On that final note, well done, lads. We meet again. Essex, Sussex. Let's do it again. Here we are at Blaze Park for county action this afternoon. It's Cornwall versus Sussex in the FA County Youth Cup quarter-final stage. And alongside me, as it was last time, so we're hoping for another win, is Steve Massey.
Morning, David. Yes.
Morning to you. Now, what do you think about this game ahead of us today?
I think it's going to be a tougher one than the Lancashire game. I think they're a better all-round side, more organised, and particularly in 2 or 3 of them, they've got some players that could really change a game, make things happen. And I think we're really going to be at our best. But I think just with what Hoops has planned. And what the boys can do themselves, I think it's going to be another good day for us again today.
How good a standard are we looking at?
A great example, the boy that I looked at and thought he's going to be a danger to us in there, the 11. I find out that actually the game I went to on the Saturday, because I was up there, Sussex, for a bit of a footballing weekend again, I watched the Worthing-Sutton FA Trophy game. Sutton play very well, and who comes on and grabs their equaliser in the last minute and came on to play the last 15-20 minutes or so was actually the guy who I pointed out who was playing here today with Sussex. It's the boy Sam Lemon. Looks a little bit like Sturridge when he gets onto the ball and he drops his shoulder and goes left and he can go right. And he was playing for Worthing, which is sort of national Ryman stuff, which is alongside the sort of conference south stuff. So yeah, it's a very, very good standard, and you get to the quarterfinals of this competition, and not only have they got good individuals to get you there, but they're also all-round team and the organisation and things, and the people in charge. You can see that with their warm-up and the way they went about things, and they're here to win it. I mean, I was actually there myself and I'm making notes, and I wanted the team. This is just the way how much they want to win it. They refused to give me the names of the boys. So they're here to win it, as you would expect to. But the standard is going to be very, very high, and we're going to need to be at our best today.
Okay, well, thanks, Steve. Yes, Sussex are here to win it. Cornwall are here to win it, and we'll see who do win it with Pearn Films. Cam Turner with the corner. It's a good corner. Allen with a header, but good save by Rose. Kick comes in, but Hanley's behind it. Keeper's coming out for it, but he chose to come out and went by him, but a goal kick. Walker, Buchan gets it back again, looks up, trying to find Josh Penrose. Penrose is there. Oh, it's a good challenge there by the defender. Then the shot by Atkins, cleared by keeper Dan Rose. Well, that was a telling challenge there by the number 6, Tom Climpson, just keeping Penrose away.
Oh, and a great opportunity, and so unfortunate. You have to say, give the great credit to the Sussex boy, with a fantastic last-ditch challenge in there, but a great build-up.
So midway through the first half, still looking for our first goal here at Blaze Park, as Atkins he wins a free kick against Climpson. Bit of a 50-50 there, and in fact a yellow card, more likely than the foul, but Harrison with the free kick towards Buchan. Good header across. but Atkins not quite able to get on the end of it. Turner, good ball towards Buchan. Buchan with the effort is saved by Rose. Then Atkins on his right foot, but it's cleared by Tuck. Barker comes inside. Good challenge there by Ollie Walker. Allen with time finds Josh Penrose. Haven't seen too much of Penrose, and again he's robbed by Cole Brown. Ball in towards the number 9, and it's a good save by Gwilym. 6 patient build up here at the moment. Haywood back the ball against Lemon, but he looks up, crosses it deep to the far post. Third guy's there with a header, and it's over.
I was lucky. Sussex well played again. They've been the good side. You don't get to the last 8 for not being a good side. And Lemon's a little danger. He's come across on the right hand side here now. Good leap by the centre forward.
Cam Turner's corner met by Allen, knocked away at that far post. Walker spins his man, gets away from Emerson. Taking on Tuck, can he go all the way? He does, good cross in, but again it's Crimson there. Keeley on the ball. Goes away from Josh Otto, but Otto doing well, getting back, and
Cornwall will be very, very impressed with their performance in the first half, and let's hope they can take it on now into the second and put one of those chances that they created away.
Half-time, Cornwall 0, Sussex 0. Pose real pressure as Buchan inside of Harrison. Harrison gets there. Goes past Crimson. Another challenge. No, Tuck. That was a great tackle by Tuck. Now, I think Matty Buchan could perhaps be the second yellow card of the game.
Yeah, I think even before he blew, he had his hand in his back pocket.
Turner looks up, sees Penrose, looking to have a shot. He does, and Rose at full stretch. First time ball out to Haywood, inside to Harrison, now to Walker. Sharp play by Cornwall here. It's Atkins against Tuck. Can he get there? He does get there. Atkins, a great run by Atkins, and it's wide. It comes off the keeper, but good play by Joe Atkins.
Again, what have been saying, advocating to get the ball in alongside the 2 centre halves. That's their Achilles heels. They're good when they've got the ball in front of them. Get it stuck down the side of them, and will cause them problems.
Harrison making some good runs in the middle of the park in this second half. Buchan's making the run. It's through the defence. Buchan's there, but Dan Rose came out well. Both players down, and early whistle by the ref to wave the spongeman on.
Well played Cornwall, and well played Sussex as well with the keeper. Two determined, honest young men going into the challenge, and no favours given there. They were both committed to it, both come off for her, but great desire by both players.
Let's see how he kicks. Oh, not very well. Goes straight to Buchan, who felt that as well, actually, but Otto just nudged by Thurgar, but Matt Buchan not looking too good there in the middle of the park as the ball goes out of play, and he's suggesting that perhaps he wants to be subbed.
Could you have scripted that? You got the 2 players that have been injured are in treatment. Game restarts, and the injured one kicks it to the other injured one, and both of them are still struggling. In fact, we've got one having to leave the pitch, and it's a bit of a blow for Cornwall, because Matt's looked dangerous again today. He's had a couple of really good chances, and he'll be disappointed he's not scored.
Jack Rapsey, who will be the man coming on, or the young man.
Yeah, the young man, and I guess the old man. His dad on the sideline will be really, really thrilled and nervy for him now as he comes on, and let's hope he can grab one of the famous Rapsey goals, a winner.
One of the 1,999 that his dad scored at the moment.
Yeah, it's. Brilliant. But yeah. And I think it'll probably be longer than Coronation Street. So he gets his 2,000 in it, I think. But I'd like to know how he kept score from even his first one.
Fence. That ball by Keeley towards Thurgar. Thurgar shaping up the shoot. He does. Good punch away or a palm away by Gwilym. Walker now. Can he cause a bit of magic? No. Good cross in, but Sussex defending. Turner with a shot. Oh, Rose is late going down, but just wide. Harrison along the deck to Adkins. Getting tangled up with Josh Tuck there.
So you see a Circus Soleil or something there. That was funny. Yeah, I think it was studs of boots caught with the laces.
Now then, Cornwall break. Inside the Penrose to Harrison. First time football by the Dutchie. Rapsey out to Flack. Inside of Rapsey. But Allard just too strong for him, and referee blows for full time.
Two cracking teams, two quality sides, and surely we're not going to go all the way to pens.
Well, at the end of 90 minutes, it's Cornwall 0, Sussex 0. This is it. This is it.
We've certainly started better than the other halves.
Turner's corner. Near post. Allen with a header, and it's there. Joe Allen is heading it in at the near post from a Cam Turner corner.
What a fitting goal. He has headed everything. He's probably going to go home tonight and put a pillow and a bandage around his head. He's headed that ball so often tonight. What a great goal. Super delivery. The keeper had sent notes this out to say, get that ball in the box. The keeper comes and he misses. And we were there on the spot. Great stuff.
Top of the header. Turner played well in midfield as well for Cornwall today. Him and Harrison done well. Atkins gets rid of Emerson. Cross comes in. Rapsey not there to stick a foot out towards it. His touchdown to Emerson with a bit of time. Look inside. Allard gets past two easily, and then Otto gets a foot in. Still Daly with a touch. Cornwall failed to get the ball out and pay the penalty.
Yeah, they looked down and had a couple of chances themselves to clear the ball. Just bounced right, which maybe you can say had the game gone their way a little bit in the box. But just bounced in their favour. Our guys are just undone for the first time.
Into stoppage time, first half of extra time. Allen with the free kick. Simpson with a header. Allen doesn't mess about clearing it, but that's that blow for the referee means we're at half time of extra time and we're back to the same problem. And which way is this game going to go? Now it's Paul coming away with it. Going all the way down his left touchline. Ball gets past all the defenders. Great tackle by Josh Otto. A brave challenge there in the box, but timed it well and stopped the runner ball.
Up front at the moment as well.
Williams free kick met by Allard. No challenge there from a Cornwall player, but Charlie Hamlin sees the run by Penrose. That's a brilliant ball through to the number 7. Past Rose, and he's given a penalty. Rose came out, Penrose went over him, and it's a penalty to Cornwall.
Yeah, I could see when it's given out. If you're given against you, say it was harsh, but he certainly had to. Okay, he didn't take, but he had to take evasive action, of which stopped him from getting the ball. So for me, a penalty, and let's hope he's going to keep his composure. I see. He's going to say he's confident. If the boy's confident or wants it, as certainly if I was manager on the side now, I'd be thinking from what the game is had at the moment. I'll be looking for someone else to take a pen.
Yeah, it's very polite, Steve. What you're saying is that Jack Rapsey's lining up, shaping up to take this penalty. He's not had the best of games so far. So let's please have someone else.
In the diplomatic way, yeah, it just falls like that sometimes. You think it's not going for you, it's going for you. But you know, to be fair, to his credit, he knows what a huge task this is now. And to his credit, he wants it. It's in there. I know his dad will really want. You know, it's all family and dad's will. So come on, Rappo, stick it away, son. Come on.
We know what a crazy game this is, football, and this could be a telling moment. Jack Ramsey. No problems whatsoever. I do not know, Steve Massey, why you had any doubts.
I never had any doubts, did I? What doubts did I have? I know Rappo, he comes from good stock, and so good son from the hero. We're looking for heroes now. Let's dig in. Let's see this through, boys. Come on.
Let's not forget, though, we all started with that brilliant pass by Charlie Hamley there to put Josh Penrose away. Penrose upended. It was a bit of a flamboyant dive over the keeper, but the referee gave the penalty straight away, and Rapsey perhaps has wrapped it up. Everyone up for this corner now. Dan Rose, the Sussex keeper, is up there. Are we going to have even more drama in this extra time period? What's the ball with the corner? Everyone asking the referee whether his watch is stopped. This ball gets the corner in. It's still in play. Just keep it there. Cornwall. Harrison heads it away. Walker heads it further. Full time of extra time, and Cornwall just about made it. They win 2-1. A Rapsey penalty. The all-decisive goal in the end.
Yeah, Rappo will get the headlines with the winning goal. Was match. I have to say, for me, edged it, deserved it, had much more of the clearer chances. But I have to say, two really good quality sides. For me personally, I think it's a little bit of payback 20 odd years ago when Sussex beat me as the manager of the senior side, and it was nice to be able to plot their downfall. Today, full credit to Glyn and the boys. So they played really well, and some heroes and one or two stars out there.
Terrific match and terrific scoreline. Finished Cornwall 2, Sussex 1.
Well, welcome once again, Steve Massey. Here we are at Blaze Park, FA County Youth Cup competition semi-final stage now for Cornwall. Obviously, we've covered them for the last couple of games, and are you our lucky musket or what?
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I'd like to think so. So it's all the guys are superstitious, aren't they, and things, and it's maybe the lucky omen. Let's hope so for today.
We've seen them here in the quarter-final, beat Sussex 2-1 after extra time. Bit of a grinding down sort of match. What are we expecting today from the opposition, Durham?
More of the same. Really more of the same. In fact, probably a higher tempo. I watched them against Leicester, and they were 2-0 down inside under 10 minutes. But I tell you what, that really motivated them, stirred them, and even if we happen to, fortunately maybe go a couple of goals up today, it won't be over. Believe me, they'll still keep coming, and that's their real strength.
And for us, Cornwall, I mean, who are the players that you would want today to really stand out and do their bit?
I think the young Matty that's come back into the set. Well, they're all young, aren't they, compared to me now and here. So, but the young Matty coming in, I think, with his aggression and particularly his pace and his little bit of nous up front as well, will really unsettle them at the back. So I see them. I see him having a big show in the game. And young Ollie down the line. I love people running at people. The excitement. Defenders hate it. Defenders hate people running at them and things. So he'll be another guy that you're looking to maybe just tip the balance for us again today. But I think as they've played in the last 3-4 games that we've seen them in the cup competition, the real strength is with them. I'm looking for another real good team performance today from the guys, and they'll be up for it. And what a great occasion for them today.
Great occasion, and obviously we'll be covering it on Peering Films after the break.
If you are a local business and looking to have engaging video on your website or social media, then visit Piran Films and download our free ebook using online video to maximise sales, 5 simple steps.
Cam Turner with the corner. Atkins almost got a touch, Harrison almost got a touch, and it goes off for a goal kick. So Ed Harrison with the free kick towards Turner. Turner with the header, and Robinson behind it. Forbes gets away from Turner. Bailey to Alderson. Not the best of crosses, but not the best of clearances either by Walker. And then the ball in again towards that far post. Gwilym doing well, coming off his line. And now Penrose, can he break on that punch out? But Parker was there.
And hard work, and maybe get good positions, but then give it away again. But it's an interesting game.
Oh, that was a great cross by Milburn. Almost David Latham heading on target, but Hamley heads it away for Cornwall. It falls nicely to Turner, who could get perhaps Adkins to have a run. Adkins against Kirby. Good cross, good. And it's there, bucket at the far post. We have 20 minutes on the clock. Crossed by Joe. Adkins finds Bucket, and Bucket is back in business.
Brilliant. What we'll be saying about the front two. I made the comment earlier that the front two were working well together. Lovely little ball, just threaded down again down the side of the centre half for what will cause them problems all day long. Leicester undid them that way. Great play by Adkins. Great ball into the box, and there at the back post, just a little tappings, but he's there, arrived. Great stuff.
But now we've got Durham on the break. Alderson. Great challenge by Ollie Walker. Got space in front of him to run. We've seen what can happen with a good cross as Walker challenged by Harker. Still on the ball. Still Walker. Oh, and in fact then it's a missed kick by Dominic Curl coming off his foot, and Cornwall win the corner.
Words said between each other at the moment.
There's a man loose at the back. Kick comes in, and it came off. Allen, well defended. Cornwall in possession. And now we've got Harrison attacking, doing well, getting it to Ollie Walker. He's challenged by number 7, Luke Bailey, and perhaps we could be seeing the first yellow card of the game. McMahon to Keynes. Durham quickly putting Cornwall under pressure in this early stage of the second half, and that ball headed away by Allen. Durham on the break. Alderson on that far side. Finding Forbes, and then straight to Keynes. Cross comes in, and great defending by Joe Allen, having to head it over his own crossbar. It's Keynes knocks it too far forward. Cam Turner getting out of danger. That'll hold up in the wind, and Adkins is there, and it's a penalty. Came across him, and this could be the welcome moment for us.
It's as if he had a little mic in his ear from me, or he said, just looking for a little bit more from Cameron in the middle of the park. He was so impressive at Gloucester in the last game, and they dominated the game with his size.
Here we go, Matty Buckham with the goal, with a penalty, and straight into the corner of the net. No messing from the number 9, 2-0.
Superb young Matty Buckham again. But I was just saying earlier about just the feeling. I've been there. You have pressure and pressure, and don't get that equaliser. You don't make that breakthrough, and you stand strong. And then what happens? You go up the other end, banging another one. You've just got to stay strong. Well, certainly now for 5-10 minutes now. Just see this 5-10 minutes out, and it's a great position to be in for the Cornish boys now. That's the first time he's had an effort in that area, and we've fortunately straight to Gwilym.
Milburn is running in on goal. Gwilym is there, punches it away. Great save by the number 1 keeper.
Yeah, I'm just looking around the Durham boys now. The little body language. The first time they're just hands on the hips, hands on the heads, just thinking, oh, maybe they were expecting that to go in. Certainly, he was the little magic that got them back in the game, won them the game against Leicester. But, is that a defining moment? Is that the defining save?
Oh, the ball wide of play for a throw. No, Milburn turns. Tries to get it in, but Latham was surely... In fact, the referee had put his flag up then for a second. Gareth McMahon, suggestions of an offside. I thought for a moment I even saw the assistants put his flag up.
I was certain it was an offside. Certain it was offside as it's come back into him. Yeah, that'll be interesting to look back on that one, whether it was off. It certainly looked from here that it was offside, but there's nothing that we didn't expect.
So Brandon Alderson lining up for a long throw in towards the box. Harrison is there. Oh, Buchan. Penrose is making a run, and that's a brilliant pass by Buchan now. Penrose will run at the Durham defence. He's looking up, he knows Adkins is in there. Little chip towards Adkins, but over the number 10 and keeps it in play. Back to Walker. Nice teasing play by Ollie Walker. Can he line up a shot? He does, but just wide. Milburn to Maguire. Cross comes in. And now that's a challenge by McMahon on Allen, and it's a yellow card for the number 9. What's he going to give, I think? Buchan not able to do anything but to use Ollie Walker. Now he's got the ball again. Great ball to Turner. Appeals for offside, but Cam Turner is on the ball. Now can he keep it there for 4 minutes? Ollie Walker's trying his best. And great stuff from number 11. Looks up, he wants a cross. Comes off 2 Durham players, and Walker's got the ball again. In the end, he can't keep off 5 Durham players as Walker looks up.
Win it.
Otto's got to win that ball. Latham. We're in added on time now here at Blaze Park. Hamley doesn't mess about. Penrose has got to win that ball somehow. It comes off every part of his body. Now he flicks it towards Adkins. The keeper is out as well. But good decision by Robinson. Harrison sticks a leg out, but Harker's on it for... And then that's a yellow ball. Everyone in the stand here, including Steve Massey, shed a Cornwall ball. Pass. Otto, well played, Josh Otto, he wins it. And that's a sliding tackle by the number 11, David Latham. And it's a red card. Referee straight away reached for his pocket. Whether the Cornwall players are in there trying to interfere play, it was a sliding tackle which David Latham and now even Josh Penrose is getting a yellow for perhaps waving towards number 11, waving goodbye to David Latham as he leaves the pitch.
Yeah, he's arguably probably their best player on the day, dangerous player on the day. But yeah, it was a red card all day. It was dangerous, it was reckless, and again, the boys are not being intimidated. They've stood up well. Dare I say they've been well prepared.
Atkins on the ball in that far corner. And there we have it. The referee, Mark Wadey, blows for full time here at Blaze Park. What a victory for the Cornish boys. Steve Massey sum it all up for us.
Ah, superb. What a feeling. What an absolutely belting feeling. Because make no bones about that. They were against a good side. They were against a side that intimidated and bullied. Certainly Leicester in the quarterfinals to be here, and didn't Cornwall boys stand up strong. Charlie Hamley at the back, what a tower of strength, and the captain's performance he did in there. Matty Buchan, Adkins up front, linked well, fully deserved. They had they had to put up with a lot of pressure in the second half, but didn't they stand up strong to the wise and show that, what the Cornish are made of. Great Cornish spirit there today. Well done, everybody.
Yes, and indeed, they've done it for the first time ever, a Cornish side at this level, under 18 in the FA County Youth Cup, into the final. It's finished here today, Cornwall 2, Durham 1.
After the game that I want to talk to today, Ed Harrison, Glyn Hooper. First of all, Ed, brilliant result. What can I say?
Massive win for the boys. Hard work today, a lot of digging in, grafting. Wasn't nice as football today, we had to battle hard. Going 2 goals up, thought to see out the game, so they got one back, but I thought we held it out well. Knew how to manage the game and saw the win. So
you took the lead through Matty Buchan with a great move, in fact, across from the left. You went 1-0 up. What was said half time?
Half time, keep doing the same. We battled hard during the game. Just work hard, keep tight, and we knew what to do. We knew to spin it in behind them, get them running into channels, because they're quite slow at the back. And we thought Matty and Joe, if they could hold it up, get it back into a midfielder, we could have the legs on them running in behind. So,
and of course, when you got the penalty, 2-0 up, we thought that was all over.
Yeah, I thought it was, but we knew the pressure would come from them, and they were hitting quite a bit of long ball into us and throw-ins and that, so quite a lot of pressure. The goal came a bit lucky, I think, but we held out well, so it's all right.
Suggestion with their goal that it might have been an offside.
I thought it was offside. I thought it bounced back into him off. It was a bit of a ricochet, but I still thought the guy was just waiting there offside. So.
But I mean, good crowd, everyone behind you. You're through to the final now.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Terrific.
Look forward to the journey. Yeah.
Glyn, what can I say? Or what can you say?
History has been made today, and you can't ever take that away from this group of players. And we talk about the teams that got there 20 odd years ago to the semis, and more recently with the Liam Eddy's year group. Today we've done it, and these boys have done it, and it justifies a bit of a campaign of trying to keep the county under-18s running. I have to say a massive thank you and well done to the Cornwall FA for reversing that decision, because the easiest thing to have done would have been to stick to that decision. And I think what we proved today is that there is life in this competition, and we've managed to allow these players to follow a little dream, and I'm not sure anyone thought it was possible outside of 1 or 2 of us. I think the coaching staff believed what we had was a special group of players, and you don't get to finals by luck, and we played some big counties, and we can now go to the next stage of our journey, to a final with no pressure upon us. I thought there was a huge amount of pressure today. I thought it did affect the boys, and that was always going to happen. We can just go now away in the final and go and play, and if we turn up on the day, then who knows what might happen.
Certainly, you mentioned the word pressure, Ed. Were the lads under a little bit of pressure? It looked a bit tighter.
Yeah, it's pressure and a lot of excitement with us, because a lot of build up to it. Obviously, the county's put a lot of work into building up the game, so social media, Twitter all this morning. So you get excited for it, and that sort of shows in a bit. But once you settle in, you're not really thinking about it. You're just thinking about playing football. So.
I mean, Glyn, where do we go from here in the sense that preparation-wise, what happens next?
Well, some of these boys are off to Dallas for their college trip, so that's what they've got to look forward to. They've also got some of them a national other semi-final with colleges. So we'll sit down now, and we need to then plan for when the date will be. We'll look to get a session or 2 in if we possibly can. We'll have the semi-final watch tomorrow, and then we'll put a plan together as we did today, with the help of Steve again, which is a huge help. And you saw today from their inventive set pieces, we cope with it. We really cope with it. They only got away from us once in the first half, and we talked about it at half time, and we never, I didn't think, looked in danger at set piece. So that's the plan, but that will start tomorrow. I want the boys tonight to go and enjoy it, go and celebrate, and go and be very proud of what they've done today.
Of course, this was all done without Jamie Day's warm-up.
Yeah, I know, a bit of surprise, but coming into the game, but thought worked out anyway. Worked out.
Yeah, well done, lads. It was a great game, but very tight from the touchline. I'm sure, both yourselves must be thinking, I'm glad that one's over.
Yeah, I think the way our players and our bench conducted themselves as well was real maturity, and that's the way we've tried to create this environment. Is you play the game in the right way, you conduct yourself in the right way, and we weren't drawn into a battle of words or the physicality. We coped with it, but we never went over the top, and we've come out victorious, and Cornwall are able to be very proud and say that this under-18 group are going to a national final.
And that national final between Oxfordshire, semi-final tomorrow between Oxfordshire and Middlesex. Steve Massey is almost already in his car ready to go to that game. Has he got a long enough pencil?
Well, looking at the 7 pages he sent me for this one, yeah, I think he probably has.